So here I am, sitting beside Wissahickon Creek. It's a creek, I'm aware of that. I like to take my boots off to go in the water. I don't know why people keep their boots on. I get it. There is method to that madness. Look, somebody left a towel. How peculiar. This is like the new online dating. Like, this is not online dating. This is online dating, where you post about yourself, stuff they can actually visualize, so they get an idea of what it might actually be like in some shape or form. Hey, look at that. See that? It's a creek, whatever that is. I mean, it's a creek. Isn't that a sound? It's a waterway. It's a stream, like a consciousness stream. Because as you walk through the woods, it's like walking through the mind. Everything has a symbol, everything is a sign. It's all a matter of how you perceive it. In a form of your own projection test. What does your imagination make of it? It's all a matter of how you perceive it. I can't believe I'm already here. Going back, that's what I really wanted to record. It's so weird. It's like traveling in one direction. Oh no, gotta go. I don't know why I thought it was necessary to turn the camera off, because that was actually funny. Oh, it's like a little heart. A little brick heart, like the yellow brick road. And all of a sudden I felt like I had a witch's hat on. A broken heart. A broken heart of bricks in the woods. This is probably how the Wicked Witch of the East became what she is. But that's not what I wanted to talk about, because it's not important. I really should have kept the camera running. That was funny. It was 4 guys on bikes. 2 of them, one said, "How you doing?" The other one acknowledged me. One didn't acknowledge me, and the last one was scared. He didn't even realize what was going on. And since I have my little hat on, I was like, "Don't mind me, just a little cat in the woods." The latest, I'm going to be here at night. I'm going to be out here until the sun sets. I'm normally gone by now. I decided to try a later day trip because I'm more comfortable in later hours of the day. So far, prevailing, as always. Except then. That's how they keep the ego in check. Something is pushing my book bag. There's nothing there, but something's pushing me along. But this isn't what I wanted to talk about either. Weird how when you're going in one direction, time seems to expand because of the unknown aspect. You don't know, like a new direction. You don't know where you're going. So there's a delay in the thought. And I really hate this angle on me. But there's a delay in the thought, and it expands time. Like in a subjective sense. I'm like a fucking dog. Do I hear something? I am called a bitch often. So we're gonna keep going. So, what I'm getting at, then all of a sudden on the way back, it's like everything is faster because now the mind is already aware. It's already been programmed, in a sense, into the subconscious mind. So it's already aware and it doesn't need to add in certain factors. It will already start to look for things to notion to tell you you're on the right path, you're in the right direction. It's now working with you opposed to the mysterious aspect of it. So it's like chipmunks. The future is always going to feel further away than the past. The past will always feel close to us because it's subconsciously programmed. But like somebody will say, well, duh, that's inevitable. You just use way too many words to explain something that's obvious. I can't help it. This is how my mind thinks. Okay, so when I'm walking in the woods, whew, I know I should be doing just photography and not being all crazy. But crazy, I do better. I do everything pretty good. Confidence. No, I don't. When it comes to like creative outlooks and stuff like that, I do everything pretty good. When it comes to generating ideas, thoughts, and creative internal dialogue, scenarios, understanding quantum kind of concepts and weird interwoven stuff, I'm pretty good. There's a lot of stuff I'm not good at. Socializing. Very good at that. But now we have the internet, and it makes it a lot easier for people like me who feels as though their voice isn't heard based off of conditioning that I'm still having trouble to not really processing. It's processed. I just don't know how to upgrade it. So this is the best I got at the moment, which is okay. But what I was thinking, see, he's a dog's coming. Bye-bye. Okay, they were actually guys on bikes. They were not dogs. What I'm getting at here was, so I was, now I'm like internally conversating with, I'm sure I'm not, but I might be. Now that I'm in a objective state, since the objective is to talk, opposed to a subjective state where intuition is really guiding the way. But let me just finish this because it was cute. I'm having trouble catching some of my lighter, happier, what some would classify as more feminine personalities or traits to my persona on film because they're shy. And this is why people don't see them in real life, but they're constantly active in my subjective internal dialogue. And it's really disappointing because not a lot of people get to witness it. And it sucks because those are the better aspects of me, and people are getting confused as to what I am. It sucks. It sucks. There's no way to classify it. I mean, I could classify it. I've tried to classify it, but why should I classify it? Or I'm just a broken person trying to figure out where the fuck I am. I must have came down here. This is weird, because I don't remember walking down this. I'll figure it out. It'll buff out. I'm glad I got this on film. This is the first. So my question is it happening because I'm on film? Some of you will understand this, some of you will not. This is why this will only be on TikTok and maybe possibly YouTube. Have you ever felt like you've been remote viewed? I know I am. And something is toying with you. Now this could be anything. I saw a dog. It could be a CIA agent. It could be a ghost. It could be an alien. What I'm getting at here is since I'm doing something that's altering my consciousness, other areas of my consciousness that are tapped into are not active, and it makes me feel a little lost. But now, I feel like I might have found my way. Hold on. Alright. This direction. Green Valley Inn. I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna go this way. So what I was getting at is, sometimes when I'm walking in the woods, and I am in those other layers of consciousness, I imagine movies. And all of a sudden, my exploratory journey becomes something else in my internal world. Some may call it the inner child, some just call it a subjective filter over top of whatever is going on in my mind. It's just an assertion to, like, I could just be here connected to all oneness, but there's things that shift and change within the mind. I know I've been on this path before. So what I'm getting at here is, a second ago I felt like I was in the Return of Oz. But that wasn't even what I was getting at. So what I was getting at is, for a second there I was in a movie. I was in the Return of Oz, and I was looking at the ground, and I all of a sudden became Dorothy. And I said to myself as I looked around, thinking I was in the world that she was in, opposed to the world that I'm actually in at the moment. And I said, it's weird, I haven't looked at the camera very much, so you can just see how the thoughts are processing. I should look up more. Somebody told me, let's just finish it. I could just do it at home, but I'm just gonna get it down on tape now. I thought to myself, if this is where they thought the shock therapy was gonna get me, they might want to do that a few more times, because I'm not quite sure this is exactly, no, not that. So if this is where shock therapy took me, I'm not quite sure if it's working. They may have to invent a new method, because it seems as though it sent her into a state of psychosis. But did it really? It just sent her into a world of signs and symbolisms, archetypes and motifs, for her mind to analyze on a subconscious level, to show her adverse projections to what was bothering her within. This is Laura 8 from Wissahickon, can't even say it. Thank you, and good night.